Hey, welcome back. This is part 2 of our conversation on nutrient timing. In part 1, we talked about how most people, the general public, think of nutrient timing, and that's usually when they're on a diet, they're trying to lose fat, and they're timing, or there are certain times when you can and cannot eat foods or particular macros. So for example, you can't eat carbs late at night or before you go to bed. Well, we pretty much squashed that and called all of that bullshit. So in part 2, I'm going to talk about the athlete's perspective of what nutrient timing is. And when you talk to an athlete, most likely you're going to be talking about the anabolic window. What's the anabolic window? Well, I'll give you the exact explanation that was provided in this case study done back in 2013. Nutrient timing is, and I quote, simply stated, nutrient timing is the delivery of appropriate macronutrients during the time in which the body is primed to use them most effectively. Goes on saying that the anabolic window is the first 45 minutes post-exercise. When you supplement your body within this time, it results in the greatest adaptive response to endurance as well as resistance exercise training. And the rest of the paper goes on and on, sharing the results and the data of what other researchers have done, the studies they have done, supporting and proving that the anabolic window exists. Okay, fine, straight up facts. But continue reading. Continue reading the rest of the paper, and over here on this right column, it specifically clearly says that evidence is lacking. Okay, so there is no actual conclusion. Because there's evidence lacking, you really can't prove that the anabolic window exists. But for some unknown reason, this is the #1 cited references for anyone who's supporting and believes in the anabolic window. But do they ever mention this very important fact that the results and conclusions are actually inconclusive? Nope. No, not at all. You go and you'll find out all these people saying, yeah, cite this reference, or look at this study. Now, I don't know who's in bed with who and who's fucking who, but the supplement industry jumps on this kind of shit. They use it as fuel, like ammo, to help promote and push their products, saying shit like and claiming stuff, referencing studies like this. Hey, you need to take our post-workout within 45 minutes. After you work out, otherwise your fucking muscles are all gonna fall off. You know, it's ridiculous. And so they blow things out of proportion. They use it to somewhat almost mislead consumers. And I'm not even just talking about the manufacturers or the big brands or corporations. I'm also even talking to and referring about these online, icons, fitness celebrities. They're promoting and sponsoring all these bullshit products that have no efficacy or use at all. And, and if you don't do your research and you actually don't look into it, you will believe them, because they'll cite all these references, but they tell you some of the truth, but not the entire truth. You get it? So I think, in my opinion, the fitness or supplement industry is one of the most shystiest and shadiest industry out there. I can't think of another market or sector that manipulates and twists information around just for the sake of profiting off of people like us. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's like, hey bro. Hey bro, I'm gonna read this study. I'm going to cherry pick all sections that only support my agenda, my argument, and I don't care about the rest. All I need to do is cite a few sections, couple paragraphs. No one's gonna care. They're gonna be like, oh shit, this motherfucker's for real. I need to take this or whatever. It's dumb. But then right here in the same fucking paper, it says evidence is lacking, all right? And if that wasn't enough, if that statement wasn't clear enough and makes that anabolic window questionable at best, there's these two guys who did a follow-up study that same year, a month after actually the paper got published. Okay, hold on. Before I even go any further, I'm probably already pissing off a whole bunch of people here because I'm bashing on the entire supplement industry. But no, that is definitely not the case, because I know that there are great products out there that actually do work, do promote and benefit your diet, your nutrition, and your workouts. It's just that I want to make sure that people are aware of the fact that supplement and supplement industry companies may try and, point you in a certain direction and just to sell more product and get you to jump on this and get on this bandwagon, so on and so forth. So just, that's all I'm saying. I use supplements. I think they're great when you use them appropriately, but yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. But anyway, this follow-up paper that I was talking about, what these two guys did was go back and do another analysis of some of the studies that Ivy and Ferguson did, in addition to new research that came out. Basically, what they found was that some of the studies that Ivy and Ferguson used to support their cause, to support the anabolic window, actually had limitations to the results. Just like how in the Ivy Ferguson paper in the right column, they even said that they had limitations. But not only did the studies that Ivy and Ferguson did, but these new studies that these two guys found also had limitations. And they go on to state that any attempt to extrapolate findings from such data to changes in lean body mass is speculative at best. And then they go on, and I quote, "The results of these trials are curiously conflicting, seemingly because of varied study design and methodology. Moreover, a majority of studies employed both pre and post workout supplementation, making it impossible to tease out the impact of consuming nutrient after exercise." Basically, what these guys are saying is that they weren't able to make any straight conclusions from any of the studies that Ivy and Ferguson referenced, in addition to all the other studies that they looked at. And then they finally go on to state that, in conclusion, and I quote, "Despite claims that immediate post-exercise nutritional intake is essential to maximize hypertrophic gains, evidence-based support for such an anabolic window of opportunity is far from definitive, period." So there you have it on the anabolic window. No opinions, just straight up facts on facts on facts on facts on facts of how there is absolutely no clear evidence, data, or results that indicate that the anabolic window even exists, even questionable at best. So if anyone tells you otherwise, you know what? Tell them to fuck off. Go share your bro science somewhere else, because that's just fucking distractions and noise to me, all right? Anyway, so we got that taken care of. The analytical and questioning person would then ask, well, okay, once I work out, let's say my chest, do they grow forever? Will it go through protein synthesis forever? No, absolutely not. Once it recovers, it recovers. So how long does it take until your body reaches homeostasis and your muscles are good to go? Well, there are studies, and this is all about studies. I just keep saying studies, but there are studies that say that your muscles are able to keep growing, adapt, and go through protein synthesis for 24 to up to 36 hours. 24 to 36 hours, man, that's not a window. 24 hours is one day. If you're not eating in 24 hours, you have a lot more things to worry about than some 45-minute anabolic window bullshit, Basically, you have a day and just keep eating. As long as you have a well-balanced diet, you're hitting your protein, your carb, and your fat grams in, you'll be fine. Don't worry about some anabolic window. Don't, it's just mind clutter. And don't go home crying because you missed your 45-minute window by like a minute or two. It's nothing. It's bullshit. It's nonsense. All right? So there we have it. Anabolic window. All right? Any questions? Hit me up. Again, I'm always open for discussion. And it seems like these videos are really, reaching out to a good handful of people out there. So I'm very thankful and appreciative of your follow-up, your comments, and your feedback. And it just encourages me more to make videos like these and share some knowledge. And hopefully it helps out people. Thanks. Peace.